Good morning, internet people.
This is Africa Overland, and this morning we're headed to go and view the new INEOS.
The new INEOS Grenadier.
They're not going to let us drive it, but we still get to drive in it.
We're going to drive in it.
Grenadier.
In
We
it.
got to drive
In it.
in it. In it. In it.
I mean,
In it. I mean.
it's important that you know what we mean.
Yeah.
In it. Oi there, mate. Are you interested in a bit of an ale?
Oh yeah, thanks mate.
Yeah, come inside. Cheers. Guys, we're in London.
We're in London, can you believe it? And the sun is shining, how cool is that?
No snow.
Oh, we're in the pub now. Whoa! Who would have believed? So yes, please. What have you got here?
3 seats, yeah, and full size.
I'll have a C2C Grenadier. So,
I'm just having lunch here at my table. This is my 4x4 camping table.
you said that was big, but actually it's
huge.
the
dude.
Troopies one's big.
Look at that.
No,
That
the
is
Troopies is
massive.
big. That's not much bigger than the Troopies.
It's like we've already got a mechanic underneath. We sent him under. Just for a
Simon,
quick
the
look.
mechanic,
Come
he's
look
a
at
French
the-
mechanic
Come look at the chassis.
because he's got a croissant in his hand. Check out the chassis.
Ladder on frame. Look how beefy this thing is. Boxed all the way around. It's like the old Hilux buckies,
Yeah.
but it's seriously tough. Also, if you look at the diff housing, the car's raised. You've got very little down hang on your bell housing. It's very nicely designed diff on your.
Yeah. But everything's protected. Check these bars running down here. It's huge, dude.
Yeah, that's a new trim has been placed on here. It's called black duct tape. Clearly it has been hit in some shape or form. Where did you say, Mike?
What are we looking at?
Underneath, you said something.
Look, I mean, it's got some interesting protection bars here, so you can see, like, this stuff's pretty cool. I think this is going to be a weak point over here.
Oh my gosh, that hose hanging
You know,
out there.
this is, I don't know, you could probably come up with a better idea for
Yeah, no,
that.
that's not great to be hanging
That
there.
mount is not so cool, but you can see this has been whacked a few times over there already.
Over there.
It's tough, you know. It's meant to.
But I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
most-
meant, it can handle
In
that.
fairness, that's
Yeah.
actually a protection. Most cars don't
It
have
is.
that body armor.
No, I mean this whole section here is armor. This
Yeah.
is the actual mounting bracket on the inside.
Oh, so that's actually quite a cool thing because
Yeah.
you still need those.
I
dropping
mean,
down.
these trail arms over here, as they come out, I just want to see what kind of bush they're going. So this is like the old Land Rover thing. So it's got a,
But they're tough, eh?
yeah, they're
And they are
huge.
so thick. They really are. And the suspension, the coils on this thing are
Yeah.
crazy, man. This is proper articulation coils.
Yeah,
Those things will swing these things.
that is massive.
Yeah. Nice. Very nice.
Coil spring all round.
Yeah. Front and rear diff.
Yeah. So this, I wonder what this is on the. This is on the transfer box. Then.
The only if I'm looking from this angle,
Yeah.
the front axle is lower than that point. So
Sure.
you're gonna knock there first, and
Almost looks like Salisbury.
it's just on that breakover, Mike.
Yeah.
You know, as you come over the top, that's when that's going to be exposed.
So we're saying from there, the front axle is lower.
Yeah. But as you say, when you
Oh,
come
that
over
diff
the
there.
top, Tim, you know, like when you come over the top of a crest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when the middle area is going to be, because look, you have nothing else lower than that.
So maybe just come round from this side and just get a shot. I'll go around this side. So you can see it actually comes with this protection all the way underneath here, which is pretty cool.
Wow.
And this is serious stuff, eh?
Yeah,
Like,
this is 5 mil steel.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Over here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's proper Gobi X style bash plate.
Yeah, I know.
You can still clap that on.
This is very exposed, but look how tough it is, Tim. I mean, you're going to bounce off that thing.
Yeah, but you don't want that bending.
No,
That's got to be protected.
This is strong, but that's
Yeah,
not.
I
This
still have this protection
is the
lower.
weakest point over here.
Yeah, but I'd still have this protection lower
Yeah.
because there's actually no reason why it shouldn't be.
Yeah, you want to slide off this thing.
Yeah.
and deflect.
Exactly.
This is going to be a deflector.
Unless it can't be a wind thing.
No.
They're very short shot. The faces are odd looking. I just don't know these things.
Is that similar? Is that similar to what the Defender had?
Yeah, it's exactly the
I
same.
thought the Defender had a separate shock.
No. It was inside.
And it's fixed axle.
Yeah. Very short shot.
How is the aluminium on the outside?
These fixing rails.
Proper.
This kind of stuff.
Just so you know, these are all prototypes.
Yes.
No, I just figured that out.
Okay, just yeah. To tell you what, dudes. First impressions. This is a radical seat.
No,
I promise you.
Does your
This.
ass fits really
I
nicely
promise you.
in there? Really, that
Side, it's really
extreme close up.
extreme close.
Rubber bucket seats.
Huh?
Yeah.
support.
Lumbar support
And
is
when you move
brilliant.
around the car, it's
Check this.
holding your body.
It's like actually holding.
Proper bucket seats, eh?
It's like
Very cool.
Really
Very
cool.
comfortable. It's got,
So-
it's got a very long.
Just lean forward.
Check it out.
Oh, they're Recaro.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's got a very long.
Yeah, Recaro
base to the
seats.
seat, so your leg is supported right almost to your knee.
And I mean this.
Short
just-
like mine, it's right up.
I mean if you check this, okay, is that this is my hand here. It comes down on the handbrake and on the gear. It's like this is perfectly set.
Okay, I'm gonna hop in the back and then we do.
Like,
Right, I'm gonna hop in the back as a tall person and see what room there is, but at the same
Are we
time,
ready for?
I do. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say ready for lift off.
Yes. That's normally my introduction.
Yeah.
I take you
Front
for a
diff
drive.
and rear diff.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I normally say there's no, we cannot serve the chicken or beef on the
Yeah.
side.
No chicken or beef.
no chicken or beef.
As a nose lift, we dip our lights.
Need to go with compliance.
Yeah.
We'll give you a beer after.
Yeah.
I was a little bit. It's a bit.
It's an auto box.
It is auto.
Auto, yeah.
They're all autos.
But you know what it said on the other vehicle? It said because the airbags are out of order, you're not allowed to.
This looks like Simon welded that up in his shop.
You did.
It's
I mean,
custom.
that's-
It's custom.
that's-
made.
that's
we
good
did
stuff.
That. We did that this morning.
We did
Yeah,
that
we
this
just
morning.
added that, yeah. No gear sensor diff locks.
I
And then
find
you can see up here there was
Center,
rear diff
front.
locker, front diff locker. So you got a sensor, front, back.
Yeah. But you know, just for viewers' sake, a lot of what you're seeing here is not going to be the production
Yeah.
model. I think what we've got going here is these are all prototypes, and so they're simply jimmying things to get things working. But I think the final look and feel on certain textures will probably be a little bit more
hopefully the
upmarket.
dashboard is not as white and
Yeah.
No.
I'm not
This
fond of
is
this.
this is no. This
and the
is
airbags
just,
work.
No.
Look, none of this is real.
This is all prototype stuff.
Yeah, but you know when you do something that's not.
I would love to have this in the original.
that is cool.
This has been milled out of a solid piece of aluminium. That's pretty
This I don't know. This could be a BMW steering wheel or something. Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
It needs for me. It needs to be a little bit lower. But,
Oh no,
you know,
Mike,
that's-
you got your.
Yeah, and it's got
reach-
adjustments there.
Has it got reach and adjust up and down?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Reach. You think it's reach? It is reach.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
What are those
These
red
are
buttons?
cool. I've never
Land
seen this
Rover.
in any vehicle before.
Land Rover carry-on, that the ignition's on the left.
Is that a
Yeah.
good thing or a bad thing? Don't know.
Yeah, it's cool.
But how are these, Tim? Look at this.
Why would you want a sunroof?
Look at this.
You
It's
have
cool.
to have a sunroof so
I
you
like
can
it.
get a red nose like this.
You know, I'm hoping.
Very
I
important.
hope this can disconnect so I can stand on the seat and stick my head out.
you probably can, yeah.
But there's going to be a safety.
You're going to hit your head on the roof rack that's carrying your rooftop tent.
No, you're
Oh,
look out here.
never.
No, man, there'll be behind you.
Hey, come on! You're going to whack your head. Right, so what are we doing in the back here?
So Tim, just tell us, just give us a quick rundown. What's the space like for an adult-sized
An
person?
adult, large male
Yeah.
of the human species.
Are you good?
I'm actually fine. Eh? You were sitting
Yeah.
there.
And my seat was pretty far back.
Look, I think if on a long trip, if I'm trying to have a little nap,
Yeah.
I don't think I've got enough leg room here. There's no way. My knees are already in there. Let me just see whether
Simon,
they're closed.
what do you think?
But I do have a window to sleep in.
The seat is comfortable,
Yeah.
and I can see why. Yeah.
That's nice. A big palm spot for you.
Yeah, yeah.
The thing is that
Nice.
the front seat there is a raised.
Yeah, just
thing
pull in
for
here. I'm
the
just,
front
how do I?
seat to-
I'm locked in.
And I'm sad I can't do my
Yeah, check here, Mike. Underneath. It is a bit irritating. You see this raised?
We'll
bit
just
here?
have a look down here.
So that raises.
Yeah.
But the seats are comfortable.
The seats are
What
comfy.
if they
Nice. No. They're
There's
fixed.
a recline button.
No, they're fixed.
Yeah? So it's like the troopy seat.
Yeah.
It's basically, that's the position
No,
you get.
it's very similar to the old Land Rover. Yeah, Defender. These rails on the roof are quite interesting. That's where you can hold on, Tim. Hold on there.
Yeah, but this is plastic. Is this plastic?
The gutter.
The gutter is plastic. I don't know if the rim is. You see here, this has got a plastic trim on it. I don't know if it's steel underneath.
Really nice.
Very nice, like it.
I want one of those. Yes,
Shall I open for you?
I think so.
Yeah.
Ah,
This has got a weird, like, two,
sheeny.
but it's very much
Yeah.
Land Cruiser.
Ooh, that's nice. Check how
Yeah,
high
the-
it opens from.
I'm sorry, my troopy clothes is much nicer than that.
Ah,
No, you must feel it. It actually
Yeah.
is, no, I wanna.
sure, that is wide.
That is wide.
That is very wide.
Yeah, you can.
You can actually get
How does that
the.
compare to
Have you got a
76?
tape measure, Tim? Where's that tape?
It's
measure?
much bigger.
How does that go?
This is much larger.
Okay, that's a meter between the wheel arches.
I think the only one thing here is I mean, like for in terms
Bucket
of packing
seats.
room. I mean, I think I've normally got 2 crates, so you can fit 2 crates at the back.
The seat's
it's
fairly
just-
upright.
I'm
But
just
this-
worried about this angle.
This is
of
going to also
Yeah.
drive you bonk. That should be squared off.
Yeah.
Because
Why?
how do you? Well, if you want to pack anything,
want a box
you want
system
a
in.
draw system around here. This actually goes quite high. So designing something in here would be much nicer if it was.
But if you're going to box it, you're going to lose more potential space inside
Yeah.
your load area. Because
That
this
is
has to
so
come
good.
up here to here. Now you're losing that
Yeah,
whole
they're
triangle.
demonstrating they've got their little tie downs.
Lots of tie downs. Yeah.
Would have been nicer if they were
That's
a bit more to the side so that you could.
Yeah.
Because that's basically where you're going to put something down.
For sure. It's
This-
wide though. I mean, if you can box it off, then you got this additional space.
Yeah.
across here. And that's wider than that's.
I think this is probably made so they're gonna probably put 2 extra seats in there as an extra.
Do you think so?
There'll be jump seats like
Yeah,
There'll be side
there'll be some people who will want.
Not later. But look, thank you so much for joining us, on this day to see our prototype vehicles. And we're very lucky we've got the 3 vehicles here today. And I wanted to sort of say right from the get-go, I mean, these are prototypes. So I know a few of you have been looking inside saying, I don't like the finishes. I promise you, this is just mock-ups inside the vehicle. Very, very, very early cars. And I've been in the automotive industry a number of years. Very rarely do you get a chance to actually look at a prototype at all. So this is a very rare opportunity. Normally it's only the engineers who get to test these vehicles, take it to extreme conditions. And pretty much every manufacturer, when you finish with a prototype, the saddest thing is they all get crushed. It's part of the homologation process. So unfortunately, these 3 cars one day will head back to Europe and get crushed. But in the interim, we've got them here. We can keep them here. Yeah.
Can we start the bidding now?
To say.
Can we start the bidding?
Yeah, exactly. It's a beautiful, sweet engine, isn't it, Ricky? I mean, it's very quiet. Super. He made the right decision. We did a 4x4 course on Monday, and we went off-road, very extreme, and we were able to play around with high, low gears, 800 millimeters, but it's the ground clearance, which I think is very impressive, 258 mil, and that's the best in class, and you can see it from this car, how high it sits off the ground, but it doesn't affect the performance of the vehicle at all.
You said Alucab, they came here yesterday.
Yeah,
So
they did, yeah.
How serious are they about doing something in?
No, they're very serious.
Is it?
We've been talking to
what
them.
What do they reckon timeframes?
Yeah, we're going to give them probably one of our prototype vehicles from July of this year.
Okay.
Which we will allow them then to play around with.
So it'll take them a good 6 months to a year.
Yeah, but hopefully by launch they'll have some offerings. They're very keen to do something. They think this is a vehicle that's absolutely right up their street. So yeah. And they've been talking to us for a number of months.
I like
already.
what you say. We've got all the skills here in Cape Town.
Well, you know,
Exactly.
I've been to Alucab factory. I mean, it's an amazing place. I mean, they're working 24/7.
Yeah.
They've got 200 workforce even through lockdown.
They've ramped up like
Yeah, they have.
through
Yeah,
lockdown.
and
big
Melvin and
time.
Moon, they were here yesterday. They're
Yeah.
measuring up for the seat covers. They've got a wonderful factory
Yeah.
in PE.
And what was the other one?
We've got ARB and,
ARB.
and Front
Okay,
Runner.
and Front Runner.
out of
Front Runners,
Johannesburg.
yeah,
I mean,
Johannesburg,
they're again great.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
South African companies, and it's just
Yeah.
local skill set again, which is just wonderful for us.
Yeah.
Obviously, fuel capacity 90 litres.
Yeah.
So range, we're not sure yet. Hasn't been tested, but let's call it 800k. That's probably what it needs to be.
What size tank is it at the moment?
It's
90.
A 90 litre.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 800k of 90. Well, that's very.
Yeah, that's what we
Conservative,
yeah.
but good.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, we're going to talk to the factory about auxiliary fuel tanks, obviously additional water tanks as well for when you go in the bush. So these are things that have been fed back to us by customers over the last couple of days. So they'll make
That is interesting. So there's space. Is there space under the
That's
ladder?
what we're going to feed back into the engineers to see whether there can be.
Yeah.
But it's something that's certainly if you're doing serious overlanding, either in Australia or here in South Africa, you need it.
I think like a 130 litre tank would be
Where you need to be.
the ultimate, because I mean, like what we're just finding that, you know, with our standard 90 litre tanks, we just don't get the distance.
No.
Yeah.
And this is something obviously been fed back to us very clearly from customers saying, you know, if we want to go up to Namibia, we either need.
I was going to say, so Jim's going to discover that when he goes north. We've done that,
I'm sure you've done
and
that,
and you're going to have to carry a couple of jerry cans.
Well, there will be
Yeah.
some support. There's no question about it.
According to this, they are fitting Bridgestone dealers, which seems weird for such a hardcore 4x4 vehicle to be fitted with such a road bias car.
Look at that. That's
I mean, like, I can understand this next door.
these are
I
proper.
mean, like, this is, you know, then we can, I get,
I mean, these will do it.
that's a
But
redrive.
why would you?
Okay, but Grenadier have said that they have upgraded the tyre to handle more rugged terrain. So the compound has been changed. Like
Oh, I see what you're saying. This can drive across a grass field. See?
Yeah, it won't get any thorns in it.
Won't get any thorns. Oh, I think Santon parking lots.
Sainton parking lot, yeah.
Yeah,
Broken
very
glass from
dangerous.
reversing cars.
Dangerous. Dangerous.
yeah, watch
stuff.
out for those curbs to get
Yeah.
those kids.
Dudes, this is what we need for our next little trip. 35-inch tires. Okay?
Jeez, I think I'll have to add a whole body armor onto my
Yeah,
car
no,
just
no.
to stop
Brother,
the stones.
I'm telling you, dude, you need these. You don't want these, you need them.
They need.
Those are nice.
Well, the BF's a proper tire. Go Borka.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. You can load something flat on here and tie
And
it
strap it
onto
down.
the side.
That's
bars.
why they've got these.
Yeah.
Okay. Check out this. So there's no lip to this.
This will be continuous.
Yeah, it'll be continuous, but the reality is this piece is just going to be something that comes loose, collects gunk under. Another bit of magic. Repairs done to the INEOS duct tape. It's a separate section.
Well, you can see
That is very, very cool. I think they're going to lose this.
Hello
Yeah.
everybody, welcome to flight 031, now boarding at INEOS Flight Center.
Hey boys.
Hey boys. These accessories or auxiliary switches we were talking
So
about.
are any of those connected?
They are-
only your diffs.
The diffs are connected. The harness for the prototype is already in place.
Okay,
so this
cool.
is just prototype, but it's to give you an idea of where we will be
Yeah,
sitting
yeah.
with the switches. So,
So I saw your center diff lux down here.
center diff locks is here, so
Is
we
there?
activate center diff.
Yeah.
And then
You got front and
then we go
rear.
front and rear. What's nice about this thing is
Yeah.
it's got an option where it will show me what wheel is slipping.
Okay.
So I don't need to
So
climb
that's
up.
like a traction
I don't need
control.
to. So if I see this torque, if I see, for example, that one's slipping, and I say, oh, I need the front diff now. So I just go here, lock the front diff,
Done.
wait for it to activate, and we off one of them.
Yeah.
So it's no rocket science.
Okay.
As you can see, we do have a nice access to look outside. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
far reach. You have a door panel, quite relaxed.
I will say this though, my head is pretty high.
Yeah, and mine, huh?
Yeah.
And I'm comfy.
I'm comfy, but I'm not getting, if I'm viewing
The seat
mountain
can drop a
ranges
little
and
bit,
that sort of thing,
Yeah.
it's a bit low.
Yeah.
It reminds me of an
dependent.
article I read in SA 4x4 by Grant Spalander once when he test drove the Land Cruiser FJ.
Yeah.
And he said, it's a bit like a cash-in transit van. Okay, this isn't as bad as that.
Okay.
Are
But
we you're gonna
let's
show us
get
what it
scared.
can
I'm
do?
gonna. So what happens is this vehicle is equipped with
Okay.
kind of angles of the vehicle. So just to give you a feel of a
Yeah.
slope, not extreme because it's about 22 degrees. That is not right. Oh, okay. And then
okay.
you'll feel the comfort and you'll feel the kind of we're reliable and actually not panicking about it. So
How's that? The camera,
kind of
the
just
camera had to
float
flip
away.
around.
So,
So-
its max is about 45.
Max is about 38 to 40. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have a gearbox sensor which monitors the gearbox oil temperature
Yeah.
for overheating issue. We have engine oil temperature. We have tire pressure monitoring. So everything around here.
So it picks up your temperature and the pressure.
correct.
Nice.
And your
Yeah.
battery? No.
The battery, we'll come to that. So here you can see the torque we spoke about. If it's a slip, you'll be able to pick it up. Rev counter. We have a tracker path. So if I communicate with another grenadier, if he's taking a path to get up a certain campsite with wading and rivers and say
Yeah.
avoid this rock or avoid this path, he can send it to me. 2 days later I can go that same path and I won't be caught up or get lost. That's just normal navigation of longitudinal of where I am. And then we have
nice.
battery monitoring.
Oh, and it's even got the battery temperature there. That's
Correct.
good to know.
Yeah, so we have all that in place. Over here will be a compass, which is a nice option. There will be a cooler box here to keep our Cokes cool.
Yeah.
Auxiliary ports, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay.
That's sensor diff.
Yeah,
And low.
yeah.
First. Oh, but it's good.
If you decide to change, it's going to change the gear for you, or the automatic changes. Yeah.
Will it hold on a hill?
Yes, it will, sir. Yes, it does.
That's good.
It's because of the new designed transfer case.
Yeah.
The sensors overheat and it cuts the ECU out.
Right, yeah.
But it doesn't cut you out where it will cut out and then just stop and slide away. Everything just locks up right there. And you cycle the ignition off, cycle it on, and off we go again. So
Okay.
this little guy picks up. So the factory knows about it.
So is this on downhill assist now?
This is just normal driving.
So if you take your foot off, just take it.
Second,
We like to see the low range detail.
Sorry, we kind of on. It's not here.
So just take your foot off the
So
accelerator.
I'm off.
That's off.
Yeah,
So-
yeah,
that's good.
I'm off.
In
So-
the second or first?
And that's first.
Low range
And-
first, and we are cruising.
And then
It's just
second.
rolling
Down
down.
in second, and my foot's off the brake.
That's
So
what
you
want.
change here each time.
In manual.
Yeah.
In manual mode.
In automatic, it'll do it itself, depending on.
Oh, I
And
see.
there's the cutout.
It'll let you
Yeah.
cut out.
Yeah, the
Wow.
torque converter I spoke about.
Yeah.
Oh, if it's going too fast.
If the sensors don't work properly, they kind of.
Oh, okay.
Must push.
In manual.
I'm only kidding, guys. So that is the only I wouldn't say, but it's part of development at the moment.
Yeah.
Globally, that is so far the only symptom that is the vehicles are giving us.
And the lights on is that just?
That is at the moment, because we're switching and killing the battery switches, the ECUs kind of doesn't understand. But that is the warning cluster, the brake warning light, because the sensors are all disconnected but everything functions. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The Grenadier doing its thing. There's the rear wheel, nice and flat. The other one, nice and high.
And your camera would have got that.
You can drop it.
Check how cool those nuts and bolts look.
Yeah, right underneath.
This is asking if the sway bars are disconnectable, or do they not need to be disconnected with the current setup?
They are constantly connected as for stability, and we went with these sway bars for more rigid, more road holding, so be able to go into corners a little bit easier and not be uncomfortable rolling around in the vehicle. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll feel kind of we take corners and we're not falling around, tossing about.
Like an old Fortuner.
Another question is, if you want to do an aftermarket lift on the suspension, has the suspension been designed with that in mind?
Yes, it has. We have EMU that's coming on board with suspension.
Yeah.
This is a Carraro suspension built. I think one of the best in the world building designs on these vehicles. And they have an option to lift up, and with Alucab on board, front runner, EMU,
ARB.
you can change, and it's not going to affect your warranty yet anyway.
That's the important thing.
So
If
you have
Alucab and the likes can develop something that you guys will still warranty, that's awesome.
Yeah, with 3-year warranty, unlimited mileage.
3-year warranty, unlimited mileage.
3-year warranty, unlimited mileage. We're
Service
looking at-
plan
Service plan, yes.
for 3 years.
For 3 years. We are looking at up it to 5 years. That's still under negotiation at the moment.
Okay. And price? Can you get us a good price?
I can get a good price, so we just need to negotiate. Still under negotiations.
It's still under
It's
negotiation.
prototype. It's prototype.
There's no intercooler in the motor.
They are.
okay.
They just have to be activated and pumped up on our own. So
Last question is, on the freeway,
Yes,
at
sir.
cruising speeds,
Yep.
I guess in 8th gear, what are you idling at? What rev are you sitting at?
I didn't actually get to that yet.
1,600,
I probably think we're probably less than that, because because of the lockup or torque converter, we're trying to take as much strain away from the engine as possible.
with you.
And let the gearbox do the work. And an 8-speed ZF gearbox is in our other products as well, like your Audi and your Bentleys and your.
For sure.
So it's a common gearbox utilized in
And
Bentley
gear
management.
ratios have remained the same?
They have remained the same. We're not changing anything.
Okay.
So the transfer box is what
where
we
it's
are
all happening.
designing at the moment, and what we want to make things to work. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
And in your opinion, I know you've got the Grenadier badge on. Doing this launch now and taking everybody for a drive, I mean, it's great. But are you getting a lot of criticism?
We're getting more positives.
Oh, are you getting more positives?
We're getting
Okay.
more positive about the space, the
Yeah.
quietness, the serenity.
Okay. So
the
it's
new
actually
flick triggers. This is something new.
so it was a good gamble to
Everything
put
is-
it out there.
Yeah. And again, it's for the adventure type. Yeah, we can't. We there's so many people out there that's going to give their opinion. We should change that and should change this. But it's a manufacturer that's new. This is INEOS is not coming off a piggyback or for Defender or for the Lancer. It's new design, new technology.
Yeah.
With old gearbox, with not say old, but technology that we are quite
Just
comfortable.
last thing on the engine. This one is fitted with a turbo.
This is a turbo. This is a diesel. 3 liter, single turbo.
Single
Petrol,
turbo.
twin turbo,
3 litre.
3 liter.
Okay. So sorry, which one gets the twin turbo?
The petrol.
The petrol.
Yeah, the petrol is a twin turbo with a transfer. Everything else.
This is petrol though. You said.
This is diesel.
This is diesel single turbo.
Diesel single turbo, HP0 gearbox.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then later this year we'll be doing our testing on the hydrogen.
Okay.
So the hydrogen will be our next level.
So electric hydrogen. So it's
No,
gonna be-
straight hydrogen. We're not going electric. Yeah,
Oh,
we're going hydrogen
okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
because with Hyundai and Sir Jim Radcliffe, apparently very good friends again, they have decided to go on hydrogen engines.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is like I think it's better for South Africa than
Kaboom.
than-
What's up?
Nice.
Thanks, Ricky.
Fantastic. It's a pleasure, sir.
Cheers.
Absolutely.
So here we are, inside the Grenadier pub. You see there? We're like inside. We just popped across for a little drink. Cheers.
Cheers, dudes.
Africa Overland.
So dudes, in summary, after we've now seen the Grenadier, what do you guys think?
Good points.
Well,
Initial-
good and bad. Let's go good and bad.
Let's go one good point each. How's
Yeah.
that?
First impressions.
Mine is the armrest. I like the armrest back and front. Nice and deep.
You're gonna
Good
buy it
place.
just because of the armrest.
I'm going to buy it because of the
Just
armrest.
to clarify,
Go.
Tim, is that your center armrest or is it on the window?
Window armrest. Yeah, they're nice depth.
I must tell you, for me, the Recaro seats
Oh,
are a
yeah.
huge winner. They are super comfortable.
Agreed.
I'm pretty impressed with the drivetrain underneath getting under the vehicle. That was pretty impressive, and I dig all the protection, the underbody protection.
Yeah.
That looked pretty radical.
Anything left for you?
Yes, first impressions, rear seats. Unfortunately, I found my legs were cramped.
Yeah.
And the footroom underneath the seat because I don't know why there's this weird plastic raised thing underneath the front seat. So rear, not so much. Okay, for kids, not good for big adults.
But positive.
Okay, positive car I found I was so impressed with, particularly the stiffness. I think the stiffness of the chassis makes it so
Yeah,
quiet. No
the
creaks,
ladder.
no squeaks, no rattles. I mean, the car had plastic trim everywhere that is not going to be in the production model, but that was not creaking either.
Yeah.
Lekker.
Yeah, no, the
Very
was
cool.
brilliant.
Yeah. Tim, any negatives
Negatives.
besides
Wait,
the
you
price?
go first.
Okay, but we're not going to talk
Oh,
about the price.
the
okay,
price,
'cause
yes,
The price is a huge
A
negative.
huge negative. I'll just got to add for
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
When I looked at it initially, it was
Yeah.
at the price of a new Fortuner. It's now almost double the price of a Fortuner.
Yeah, I know. You see.
So we
Yeah.
in 2 years they've literally doubled the marketing
Okay, but the
price.
Fortuner is not the competing car.
No. I'm just
No.
saying they've doubled their marketing price in 2 years.
Yeah. Cool. So negative, I think it suffers from a similar thing as the Defender, that the side visibility is very low,
Yeah.
both in the front and at the back. That is something that they could have
So
worked
for
with.
Mike about here,
Yeah.
for
you
Simon and I
guys-
about here.
Yeah. No, you got to duck down to the belt. So
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah, if you look at that video
yeah.
of Ricky, our driver.
Yeah. So I think it's
Any other like big negatives?
Personally, I think I would rather slightly longer chassis. That's just for me as an overland vehicle. I feel like the rear boot needs to be a bit deeper.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, it could be a little bit bigger.
I know they are talking about a longer wheelbase. I'm going to be interested to see. They wouldn't give us any specs on it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure.
But as an event, was absolutely
That
brilliant.
was
Yeah, very nicely laid out.
radical.
Very
Very,
well.
very cool.
It wasn't
Very-
too flashy.
Very
It was-
open to answer our questions,
Yeah.
even though they were sometimes difficult. They felt no bones. They were very honest about where it's in development. You know, particularly where we went into low range and
Yeah.
it cut out and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was-
And Ricky, the driver, what a champion.
Top notch dude. What's up,
That's just for Ricky.
That's just
little
for
inside
shout out
joke.
to
Yeah. And Tim, the main dude there. Well
Giving
done,
us-
brother.
Giving us all the info. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
No,
so really
it's
open and it's just not trying to be sort of hiding anything. It's really
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. That's I guess the what they've always been doing is just taking you along for the ride.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So they did that, and it's very impressive. I did. Another positive from me was that midnight blue colored vehicle with the white highlights. That was radical. That is like literally the color I would get. But
Your wet dream.
Particularly with those 35, I think there's a 30s or whatever.
35-inch tires.
Made
I
it
mean,
look the bomb. It really
Michael
is amazing.
could have drooled.
it
all
was
over
like
all
I
over.
was drooling all over those tires. I was
The
like,
guy can pull you naked.
I also was very impressed with the engine maintenance of the gearbox. I
Yeah.
thought it pulled really well. It was smooth.
Yeah, the sound of the
gear
engine
changing was just perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
The low range on the low second first was adequate. I thought both going down and up. So yeah, I would have
Yeah.
personally I prefer the vehicle in a manual. That's just me. The reason is that I just want like you want to control descending over rocky.
The nice thing is that Autobox has a manual.
Yeah, it has
option.
manual
but it's
override.
still
Yeah.
not the same. Okay, but they did very well for an auto.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very impressive. And look at, I mean, besides the price, I could easily drive one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's
Very-
the bottom line. Could you drive one of them?
Very
yeah,
easily,
We could,
I
we could
could-
definitely drive one of them.
I could put 3 of those in my driveway and I'd be happy.
Yeah.
I'd be very happy.
So,
As long as they weren't that
Yeah.
price. So
Not that price.
if you've got the money, go out.
At the
and get
moment,
one.
at the moment, 3 Land Cruisers. Yeah, cool.
Well, you could buy 2 Land Cruisers for the price of one.
Exactly.
Let's get 2 for
Exactly.
the price of one. with
I
the Land
do
Cruiser.
look forward to what they're going to do with the trim on the production model. I'm
Yeah.
really interested to see what kind of plastics they use. I'm hoping it's not going to be plasticky, just to tie off the quality feel of the vehicle. Because right now it doesn't give that impression.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Cool, dudes and internet
Wrap it up.
people. We are out of here.
Cheers.
Behave yourselves.